We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
I'm here all day. Hey, alert 3. Shift.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm here all day.
2nd down, Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, come on now. Jump.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is Mostert. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here we go. Ready?
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shit.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And a 49er first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Redskins nothing.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. No.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Stick.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Redskins 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
12. Flag. Hey, orbit. Hey, alert.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They run with Breida, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D. Slam. Check 13. Check.
This is Breida. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Check hot.
49, check 49, check
65.
check 37.
Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Crunch.
Now it's Breida. And they'll rally it and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They run for it with Breida. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They come up in an offset eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the...
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd. 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Safe.
They run again with Breida. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 31.
1, Omaha.
Here's Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. 55.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Bang.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the Redskins' 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
White.
They go counter with Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Like 20.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Check 3. Check Nick.
11.
Check safety. Check.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, watch this. Watch. Check right 54. Right 54. I got you, punk. Watch the edge. Off.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
56. We own them. We own them.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Hey. High 7.
56. Check 56. Let's go, dude.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. Black 80.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Two. Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Complete, Richardson has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins trying to lay one up deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Must 56. Must 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Sponge. Slow. Go. No, Leo. Check 24. Check 24. Deuce. Watch the safety creep. Jim. Here we go.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. D Ford. And the Niners take over. Terrific field position.
Here we go. 180. You better bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go. 180. Check 56. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking credit.
And again this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Must 56. Must 56. Check.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go. 180. 56. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball. Hey, gun.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll toss it to Breida. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
11. Joker.
Now Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
If you don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points,